Hey everyone, Maestro here. I am the football enthusiast. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I am still shaking in my damn boots. Starting to settle down. This is my post-match reaction to the just what a crazy, reckless, torturing game that is Liverpool vs Arsenal at Anfield. It finishes 2-2. Essentially, Arsenal do drop a 2-0 lead to Liverpool, and by the end of it, we're hanging by their teeth, and it finishes 2-2. Real quick, let's just look at the table. As of right now, Arsenal sit on 73 with 30 games played, City 67 with 29 games played. And for anyone that care about Liverpool's top four ambitions, they are now 8th with 44 points, meaning that they are 12 points behind 4th. So it's kind of a long shot, but yeah, that after that game, that's where it leaves us. And so yeah, this is my reaction, and I'm just gonna be as raw as possible. I'm still very emotional. I'm just gonna go in. I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed in Arsenal. So the reason why I'm disappointed is because in the first half, we exhibited what was probably the best football I've seen from Arsenal, or to be honest, any team in the Premiership in the first 40 minutes. It was perfection. It was beautiful, beautiful football. Sound at the back and extremely threatening up at front, with just electric from Martinelli and Jesus, and Partey being his dominant self with Odegaard, etc. Of course, Saka. And it was just, I was so proud of these lads. It was a perfect performance, and because of that, we got 2-0 up. 2-0 up after around 30 minutes. 2-0 up. We then, after an altercation with Arnold and Xhaka, both getting yellows, the crowd gets ignited because they're pissed at Xhaka. They get ignited, and from then on, we are on the back foot for most of the rest of the match. Salah with a goal that could have easily been avoided. I think poor defending from Xhaka. He should have covered covered Henderson, who relayed the pass to Salah, and poor defending from Gabriel, who once again, I think he should have done better there to clear that ball. It should have been a lot quicker. He was far too slow to react to that pass. And I think, yeah, poor goal to give away. And the game goes on, and the second half, Arsenal were just disappointing. They weren't commanding that, and I thought Liverpool really, they deserved the 2-2. In fact, maybe they deserved the win, to be honest. Firmino scores the goal. Zinchenko gets done in by Arnold, the good cross, and Firmino with a header. And three centre-backs we have on the pitch: Kiwior, Gabriel, and Holding. Not one of them could have gone it, and it's 2-2. And just, I've got to say, maybe I'm being a bit emotional here. I'm devastated, because this is not what champions do. Champions do not hold a 2-0 dominant lead away from home against Liverpool and crumble and bottle it. I hate that word, bottle it. People use it so much and it's abused, but I can't think of a more fitting word. They bottle this. They allow them to get back into the game. They were far too passive. Passing was dreadful. The cover was awful from the wingers. They could not cover their fullbacks, and ultimately that's what led to the winner. And I'm left feeling very distraught and just kind of tortured by that. If it wasn't for Ramsdale with his unbelievable saves, we lose this game. And I've got, like I said before, yeah, I'm just devastated and disappointed in this team. This is not what champions do. You cannot do this. Champions win. City would have won this game. If you put City in that position where they're 2-0 up, 30 minutes and they're just dominating the team, they win 4-1 probably. We drew 2-2. We crumbled. Now we deserve to draw, and maybe we deserve to lose. And look, once again, yes, maybe I'm being a bit emotional, and I will try to calm down. But I was just so proud of these lads in the first half, how great they were. Not to mention the luck we got with the Salah penalty miss. To then, maybe the Salah wasn't even a penalty, but it was kind of 50-50. But we were lucky with that miss, lucky with those amazing saves from Ramsdale, and we still come away with only a draw. Mind you, things that aren't Arsenal's fault. I thought the referee was horrendous today. I thought the referee was absolutely horrendous today. seemingly every 50-50 call went against Arsenal, and I think the crowd had a great bit to do with that. I think he was nervous. He was. If you look at football in general, it's very common for the home team to get the refereeing decisions. It's very common, but that's not an issue. It's not why we drew. We drew because we let our foot off the gas and we gave life to Liverpool, and they capitalized on it. Firmino with a good header, and I want to go back to what I said before about this is not what champions do. So the title race, this is what it's about, isn't it? It's not about this one game, it's about the title race. So let's look at this right now. Before this game started, I said that if we win, I will then start to believe, and I would say there's a 60% chance Arsenal would get the title if we had won. We draw. And I now, at this point, believe that there is a 60% chance that City will win the league. They are my favourites. I have to let go. My heart is screaming Arsenal. It's screaming Arsenal. But I made this channel to be as unbiased. I don't want to be one of those biased pricks that just say what they say because of the players they like and the teams they support. I do believe City will now go on to win the league. Here's why. Here's what you should understand. Whilst they are 6 points clear, Arsenal, it's still in City's hands. It's in Arsenal and City's hands. If they had won, it would have been in Arsenal's hands, and City would need Arsenal to flop. But right now, here's why it's in City's hands too. So, as you can see right here, my cursor, they have 29 games played. They have one less game played with 6 points gap. They win the game in hand. It's now a 3-point gap. Now that 3-point gap, they are playing Arsenal at the Etihad. City and Arsenal will be playing each other at the Etihad. And with it being at the Etihad, they are of course the favourites. They win that game when now both teams are tied on points. They're both tied on points, and of course as you can see right here, they have a better goal difference, therefore City will be above Arsenal. It's in their hands right now. And with the remaining fixtures left for both teams, just take a little gander right here. Now, City have more games because of the Champions League, but I would say with the majority of their Premiership games coming at home, now they're tough sides. Brighton is a tough game. Arsenal will be a tough game. But every other game is just, for me, a surefire win for them. If you look over here, with Arsenal, there are question marks. Of course, City. Alright? Now, the West Ham game will be a question mark because how will we respond? That's one. Newcastle away is a huge one, and Brighton at home. Of course, Chelsea at home too. There are question marks with this team that people have put it on the entire season, and today against Liverpool, we failed to alleviate those concerns. Those concerns are still there if this team is still ready, and seemingly it seems, I feel maybe it is not. Because City are not the City of what they were before early this season. They're back. Have you watched them play recently? They're playing beautiful, amazing football as they have most of their time with Pep. They're back. And they're coming, and this game was extremely significant. It was their most important game of the season. If they win, like I said before, if they win this game, I'm thinking 60% chance Arsenal win the league. They drew, and they now allowed it to be in City's hands. Now I feel like there's a 60% chance that City will win, and now make no mistake, I wouldn't be surprised if Arsenal win it. Because I'm only giving City a 60% chance. Arsenal got 40. They can still go on and do it. They have the capability of doing it. It's not in their hands anymore. I mean, it is, but it's also in City's. And I guess I trust City to be more than Arsenal. And it pains me to say that. Maybe I'm being extremely negative. Maybe I love Arsenal to death, but I just have to be as unbiased as I can. I don't think they'll go on to win the league now. And I think this game was everything. And they let it go away. It's very, very reminiscent of the game at Old Trafford this season, where Arsenal had United on the ropes, and they let it go. They allowed United to get back into it and win. And the same has happened today. It's not a win, it's a draw, but the draw, win, lose or draw doesn't matter. It's either way, it's now in City's hands once again. And they've only got themselves to blame. This should not have happened. This is not a good Liverpool team. This is a shocking Liverpool team. Watching them today, they're a bad footballing team. They won't get top 4 this season, and rightly so. They'll finish around 8th, 7th, rightly so. This is not a team that deserves to be in top 4, and they showed it today. I know they came from 2-0 down, but I don't think it was that great football. Arsenal just were atrocious in the second half. Defensively in midfield, they lost all control and could not get it back for the life of you. And I have to say, a quick note for Arteta, I think this was a bad performance from him as well. I don't like bringing on Kiwior for Odegaard. I think was a terrible decision. Not taking off Zinchenko earlier was a terrible. If he had brought on Tierney earlier, they would not have scored that goal. Because if you watch the goal, Arnold does Zinchenko in pretty easily. Now with Tierney, that doesn't happen. Tierney is a much better defender than Zinchenko. He housed that out, and I think we win 2-1. So there's that from Arteta's mistake. It's tough. It's small things. Maybe I'm being a bit too harsh, but it is a mistake, and I think it's a mistake taking off Odegaard for Kiwior. I think you keep the system we have now, because I don't think he should have gone for the 2-1. Arteta. I think you go for the 3-1. You go for the counter to get the 3-1. Trossard coming on, that's great, but I think you leave Odegaard on. Kiwior was dreadful when he came on. He almost gave away a goal in his first 5 seconds. He came in way too early on Firmino and left so much space for Nunes in the back, and he should have scored Nunes but failed to. So yeah, that's just it. I'm being a bit emotional right now, but that's my review. That's my reaction on the game and my thoughts on the title right now. Like I said, I want to end it on this. I do think City will now go on to win the title. It pains me to say this. I'm still so proud of this team and what we've achieved this season, Arsenal. I love these lads. But I've got to be honest, I do not think Arsenal will win the league. I think City will now take it. That's my post-match reaction. Please let me know what you guys think down below. And you know what? There's one question I want you guys to ask. Were Arsenal kind of lucky? Should they have lost? 2-0 up, 2-2, but it should have been 3-2. Were they lucky? I think maybe a bit. It is what it is. Let me know what you guys think down below about this game, about the title race as well. Please let me know who you think will take it. This is my reaction. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed. Please subscribe for more, and of course, always take care of yourselves and have a great day.